We all face voices that try to chain us to failure. Voices that whisper, "You'll never make it. You're not qualified. You don't have what it takes." Sometimes they're loud. Sometimes they're subtle. But they're always trying to plant one thing: doubt. It can come from people you love. It can come from so-called experts armed with charts, degrees, and statistics. They'll wave reports in your face. Medical science says you'll never recover. Your resume isn't enough for that promotion. The economy is bad, inflation is high, there's too much division, there's no opportunity. And if you're not careful, you start rehearsing those words in your mind. You start building your future around fear instead of faith. Here's the truth. Words are seeds. If you let them stay in your mind long enough, they take root, they grow, and they shape your reality. The good news is, you are the farmer of your own mental soil. You choose what gets planted and what gets pulled out. If the seed is negative, fearful, limiting, refuse it. Say out loud, "No thanks. I don't accept that. I refuse that seed." Why? Because the moment you give it attention, you've given it permission to grow. And when those seeds mature, they choke out your hope, your courage, your vision. Sometimes people don't even realize they're doing it. They'll say, "I'm sorry about your diagnosis. My relative died from the same thing. I wouldn't take that new position if I were you. It's way over your head. Still single? I don't know if you'll ever meet anyone." You can't stop people from speaking, but you can stop their words from sticking. Let it go in one ear and out the other. Do yourself a favor. Don't rehearse their negativity in your mind, because the moment you start thinking, "Maybe I'm in over my head. Maybe I'll never get well. Maybe I'm running out of time," you've given those seeds life. I remember when my son was a baby, a sweet, peaceful 6-month-old. An older man came over to us at a restaurant and said, "Enjoy it now, because when he's 2, he'll turn into a tyrant. The terrible twos are coming." I smiled politely, but inside I said, "Absolutely not." I declared, "Not terrible 2s, terrific 2s, awesome 3s, fabulous 4s. Listen, other people's reality does not have to become your reality. What's normal for the crowd doesn't have to be normal for you." Think of David facing Goliath. We focus on the moment he killed the giant. But the real battle came earlier, when King Saul told him, "You're just a boy. You can't win. You're not trained." David could have believed it. He could have gone home. But he refused the seed. He guarded his mind. Before you face your giant, you will face your Saul, the person who tries to talk you out of your destiny. And your victory will be won or lost based on whether you accept or reject their words. When God puts a big dream in your heart, do not expect everyone to applaud. Some will plant doubt. Some will discredit you. Some will try to make you feel small. But here's the key. People do not determine your destiny. God does. When He called you, He didn't consult your critics. He didn't poll your friends. He didn't check your resume. God looks at the heart, not the surface. He put things in you that others can't see. Abilities that will defy the odds when it's your moment. When my father passed away, I'd only preached once in my life. I had spent 17 years behind the scenes. No training, no public speaking experience. But I knew in my heart that I was supposed to step up and lead the church. The first few weeks, I was nervous. I felt unqualified. And then one day, I overheard 2 women say, "He's not as good as his father. The church won't make it." That hit me hard. Fear shot through me. But in that moment, something rose up inside, a boldness I had never felt before. I thought, "You don't know what God put in me. You weren't there when he called me. I don't need your approval. That was my David versus Saul moment. If I had let their words take root, I would have talked myself out of my calling. The enemy loves the worst-case scenario. What if you fail? What if you get sick? What if you can't pay your bills? Flip it. What if I succeed? What if I recover? What if I step into abundance and favor I've never known? You choose the seeds you plant, fear or faith. When Jairus' daughter died, the messenger said, "Don't bother Jesus anymore." But Jesus ignored the comment, and the girl lived. Sometimes you have to ignore the facts to make room for faith. Not deny reality, but refuse to let it dominate your spirit. The experts may say, "It's impossible." God says, "With me, all things are possible." They say, "You'll always struggle." God says, "Your cup runs over." They say, "You'll never recover." God says, "I will restore your health and satisfy you with long life." A woman pregnant with triplets was told she'd be bedridden and deliver months early. She refused that seed. She told her doctors she would be the exception. 9 months later, she drove herself to the hospital and gave birth full term, without complications. The same doctors now call her the miracle mom. Before you step into your next level, expect negative seeds. You're too small. You're not enough. You can't handle it. Pass the test. Refuse the seeds. God wouldn't put you there if you weren't ready. You are equipped. You are empowered. You are anointed. You are strong, blessed, healthy, qualified, valuable, victorious. Guard your mind like your life depends on it, because it does. Like David, you will defeat giants. Like Jairus, you will see what looks impossible come to life. Like the miracle mom, you will defy the odds. Healing is coming. Favor is coming. Breakthrough is coming. The fullness of your destiny is coming. In Jesus' name. If this message spoke to you today, if it stirred something in your spirit, don't keep it to yourself. Hit that like button so more people can hear it. Share this with a friend or family member who needs to be reminded to guard their mind and refuse the seeds of defeat. And I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below about the giant you're believing to conquer, or the negative seed you're refusing today. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to this channel so you never miss a word of encouragement and faith. Your destiny is too important to miss the tools that will help you reach it.